Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rick. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Hope you guys are having a good day. And cheating in Call of Duty has actually gotten so toxic, so crazy, that it's actually starting to push people away from the franchise. And although it is that bad and it makes the game actually unplayable, there's always this little satisfaction of when a cheater gets caught and exposed. And that's exactly what we're going to react to today. As you guys can see, we got this video from the COD archive called Times COD Players Got Caught Cheating. I want to react to it, see what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys like these type of videos, make sure you guys hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. Subscribe if you have not already. But other than that, let's get into the video.
We watch them compete for thousands, millions of dollars. We marvel at their reaction times, their perfect aim, and their almost psychic ability to read the game. We trust that when we're watching the best of the best in competitive Call of Duty, we're seeing pure skill. But
wait, this is a video on CDL Pros cheating?
Completely broken. These are times Call of Duty players got caught cheating. What? Number 1, Clayster exploiting complexity, GAs. Before diving into aimbots and wall hacks, we need to discuss the murky gray area of the pro play, exploits. This isn't about third-party software. It's about using the game's code in ways the developers never intended.
I always see this debated within the comment section of multiple videos of where people say somebody's cheating because they're exploiting the game. I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is exploiting cheating, or would you label it as a scummy move? Let me know.
Years, this has been a major source of controversy. Is it cheating if the glitch is technically available to everyone? This entire debate erupted in 2016 during the Call of Duty World League. The match pitted two giants against each other, FaZe Clan and Complexity. During a crucial Game 5 search and destroy, 3-time world champion Clayster used what was later called an unintentional line of sight. It was a spot on the map that provided him with a broken, unexpected angle, completely disrupting Complexity's strategy.
That is actually crazy. I'm saying, like, in a tournament or as a pro doing this is, yeah, you should not be allowed to win the game by doing this. That's unbelievable. The fact that Clayster would do that and actually think that he would get away with it is nuts.
The move caused an immediate uproar,
Look at
resulting
this.
in FaZe forfeiting the series and sparking a firestorm in the league. Clayster later went on YouTube to defend himself.
I'm sure you guys have heard by now what happened with us in the Complexity match. I used an illegal spot, an exploit of the map is what they called it, and we ended up getting forfeited for that map. Not just for the round that we won. It was 4-2. I can understand maybe a 4-3 replay or a complete replay. I can't really understand just giving us a forfeit after all said and done, but what the purpose of this video is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all my map exploits. And
why is he saying it's illegal and continues to do this when he knows that if he was the one to die to that, he would probably complain his ass off about it? And I don't know if you guys know Clayster. He's very outgoing. If he got a map lost by somebody doing what he did, he would bitch and moan like these other people probably did. So him doing all of this and that and making this video is actually pathetic, but okay.
Illegal spots, and just kind of want to get y'all's opinion on what spots should and should not be allowed. Some of these spots have ledges, some of these spots do not. But first, before the video, I kind of wanted to talk about this whole fiasco a little bit, give you guys a little lowdown on what's going on.
He looks very upset.
It's been a little hectic, to be honest, with the arguments with the people we've been talking to and stuff like that. We feel that it's pretty unfair what happened to us. These spots were considered, you know, elite spots that you had to have really good movement to get into, and they were praised. They were there was no criticism. There was nobody saying you cheated, you got outside the map. I understand if you can't be shot back or if you're just standing in midair, but when it looks like you're standing on something and it looks like you're standing on a tree or a ledge or the corner of this or that, how are we supposed to know what is and is not allowed?
Okay, but I just saw the clip of the guy showing the example of one of the exploits, and you were literally like able to look over buildings and get above the buildings. So I don't know what exploit he's talking about. There's probably multiple. He probably spends his entire day looking for these back in the day of Black Ops 3. And you know, I just it's one of those situations where, you know, if he was killed by him, he would lose his mind. And it's just like, it's obvious it wasn't meant to be in the game, so you shouldn't be doing it, especially as a pro player.
You know, as you guys will see by this video, there's a ton of spots like this. Who knows what's allowed and what's not.
He asked the simple question, where do you draw the line? This whole mess shed light on a long-standing unwritten rule in the pro scene, the gentleman's agreement. Since the league couldn't possibly rule on every single map exploit, teams would often just agree not to use certain broken spots or overpowered mechanics. But these agreements were fragile. One team's
look at this.
was another.
Do you think that you're supposed to be outside the map right now? Do you think that the game meant for you to be able to get on top of some of these things? I understand they had jetpacks or whatever back in the day, so it's very hard to determine, but like, come on, man.
Nothing official to back them up. These packs were often broken, leading to
my
consistent accusations and bad blood. The problem worsened during the online era of CDL. With no officials physically present, it was nearly impossible to police these unintended advantages. A well-known example was the start glitch in Modern Warfare 2019. When you died, you could hit the start button and, for a brief moment, see the map from the perspective of the player who killed you, revealing enemy positions. Some claimed it was blatant cheating, but others, like pro player Crim6, argued that since it was in the game and couldn't be enforced, it wasn't cheating.
All right, let's just understand this. I get these guys are pros, they're better than me at this game, they do this as their job, I understand it, but that's literally fucking cheating. It's cheating. You know that they didn't mean to code it that way. You know it's giving you that unfair advantage to figure out where these people are at. It's basically giving you some type of radar hack. And it's just like it's in the game. Like, come on, yo. I can't believe we have people actually saying this in past Call of Duties, because if they said that today, everybody would be on their ass. Was this actually able to slide within the Call of Duty community of these people saying, oh, it's in the game, just let it happen? Like, come on, bro.
It was simply part of the meta. This gray area fosters suspicion, making it difficult to determine whether you were outplayed or simply outglitched. However, as we'll see, sometimes the cheating isn't as gray as it seems. Number 2, Jimbo caught cheating at Challengers Champs 2023.
What?
Sometimes the proof isn't buried in some weird map geometry or a hidden glitch. Sometimes it happens right out in the open during the biggest tournament of the year. This is the story of Jimbo, a former CDL pro whose downfall was incredibly public. Jimbo had already competed in the big leagues with the Paris Legion.
Never heard
After
of this.
being dropped, he returned to the Challenger circuit, the tier 2 scene where players hustle for another shot at the top. And Jimbo was absolutely dominating. His online gameplay was so impressive, it was starting to draw attention.
I'm just saying this though, if you're playing any online, tournaments or whatever within Call of Duty in the year 2025, you're wasting your time, because it's clear as day that a lot of these people are not legit. Now, if they go to LAN and they actually are playing on clean PCs and they perform the way they do, then hell yeah, let's do it. But anybody doing any of this online bullshit and trying to be a competitive Call of Duty player, you're wasting your time, because there's just so many people out there just cheating, trying to get their chance to maybe make it, and then they have to just all of a sudden get better at the time that they get there. But it's just pathetic how these people act and what they think, and just the lengths they'll go to.
Rumors began spreading, fueled by people like Doug Sensor Martin, who noted that Jimbo seemed to play like a god online, but appeared much more human at in-person LAN events. The 2023 Challengers Championship in Las Vegas was the culmination of a year-long effort with a $60,000 prize. Jimbo's team, Orbit, faced Omit in a tense match streamed on Twitch. Omit led by over 100 points in hardpoint when, suddenly, Jimbo was kicked from the lobby. The community was stunned. His account was banned. But then the clarification arrived, and it was harsh. An Activision representative confirmed that there was no mistake. They conducted a thorough check on his account and found irrefutable proof of hacking.
What a fucking loser, man. What a loser. I'm telling you, man, these cheaters in the Call of Duty community will do anything. And they'll always, I guarantee you that guy probably had the most shit talking in all these lobbies. I don't even know the dude, but I guarantee he shit talked everybody that claimed he was cheating or whatever. And he always claimed to be good, and that he gets banned in a live event. Oh, I love karma. It's a bitch, and I fucking love it.
Ban was official. The news spread quickly, and Jimbo's team was immediately disqualified from the tournament. Suddenly, his entire season appeared to be suspicious. That Challengers Cup his team won to even qualify for champs, the one that knocked Sensor's team out, it was now forever tainted.
Now, hold on a minute. Do you think his teammates knew he was cheating? Because I find it very hard to believe that nobody else knew it. I'm glad that they were able to forfeit and disqualified from the challengers or whatever. But again, anyone that was teaming with him, I really think should just not allowed to be not allowed to play Call of Duty ever again. In my opinion, I don't know. I guarantee they're all still playing though. I guarantee Jimbo's still playing Call of Duty, even though he was permanently banned. I guarantee he's still playing because permanent ban means absolutely nothing within Activision. But let's proceed.
Not only stolen prize money, but also robbed deserving players of a chance to compete.
He stole prize money. How about we make it to where you can go to fucking jail for, fraud, theft, whatever you want to call it, because I mean, that's ridiculous. How about somebody sue his ass? How about if somebody makes a law? I mean, holy shit. Get these guys out of here. I know it's a video game, but it's still some type of crime, in my opinion.
It was the first time a player with his profile was banned so publicly during a major LAN, and it was a harsh lesson. Your secrets will eventually come out. Number 3, Captain Baldi exposes himself cheating on Warzone. In the world of Call of Duty streaming and competitive Warzone, cheating has been around since the game's early days. Many streamers, like Captain Baldi, built their reputation by playing extremely well.
Nadia is cheating. That clip he just showed right there is, like, you can't even explain what she was looking at. She was clearly going to shoot the guy in the air, yet she found somebody in a random dark corner because the aimbot locked onto him instead of the person in the air. Anybody claiming Nadia doesn't cheat is a fucking clown. Probably thinks that this person above me is very good looking and that they're somehow going to get a chance with her, but unfortunately it's just never going to happen. Yeah.
In public matches and tournaments, earning respect in the Warzone community. That is,
this guy's
until he accidentally revealed himself to everyone.
Task manager? Yo, they want my task manager? Hold up.
He looks like Mark of a hero.
Game for that now.
Enemy UAV over
a little cleaner look.
Control delete.
Wait, but do you have it on window?
No, control delete task manager. Put it up, throw it up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's over. It's over.
This clip went viral, and he was quickly banned from both Warzone and Twitch.
But the funny part is he was only banned because it showed up on live stream. It's not because they could detect it.
Number 4, AVE and WSOW 2024 World Series of Warzone. While the CDL deals with its own scandals, the world of high-stakes Warzone tournaments has become a breeding ground for its own brand of controversy.
Stupid.
When hundreds of thousands of dollars are on the line, the temptation to cheat is massive, and some of the game's biggest names have been caught in the act. One of the most shocking cases involved the Warzone pros known as AVE and WSOW. During the 2024 World Series of Warzone qualifiers, rumors started to spread about them. After leaked messages showed them discussing cheats, WSOW took to social media and admitted that he did it because he got greedy. He claimed that many others were cheating in the tournament and that his legit gameplay was just as good as his hacked gameplay.
Oh wow.
How long?
Since early February, middle February.
And the fact that people want to, say that anybody claiming these people that are in the World Series of Warzone right now are 100% legit is ridiculous to me, because we've had cheaters get into these events before. So how about Call of Duty just stops making these events until they get an anti-cheat, and then when the anti-cheat actually works, we can have a actual legit tournament going that's entertaining to watch. But who knows? I mean, I don't know. Maybe everyone at the World Series of Warzone this year's legit, but last year maybe not. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of these guys are pretty scummy looking.
We shouldn't have got caught in the first place.
Shut the f up. What did you think would happen? All that to sell and we still didn't qual? You were yacked up for 6 months. LCQ, NA, and you still got 19th?
I want to make a career for myself, Rob. Bro.
Oh my god, get the f out of here, bro.
The bold confession shocked the community, with fellow pro Husker saying, "You scammed hard-working, legitimate people out of the opportunity of a lifetime." His teammate, Robeezy, explained that he did not know that they were cheating, sharing his side of the story on a YouTube video.
I'm not necessarily sure what I can do to prove my innocence, but it's pretty evident there. Vex and AVE have no respect for work ethic, no respect for anybody in the community. They obviously didn't give a fuck about what was going to happen to me and my brand as a YouTuber, as a content creator, as someone who's worked tirelessly to get to where I am.
Number 5,
That's
Parasite
crazy.
exposes the blur glitch, Black Ops 2. But exploiting certain spots or using in-game glitches to gain an unfair competitive advantage was definitely not something new. Because back during the legendary Black Ops 2 era, Parasite exposed a glitch that
They did him dirty
effectively
with that butt
enabled
crack.
wall hacks for players abusing it. And it was apparently used by many pro players at the time. For example, Parasite showed a spot on Raid where, when aiming your weapon, certain objects in your peripheral vision would sometimes be in focus and other times be blurred.
Yoshi right now is currently, as you'll see, he is in the
What?
spawn. He hasn't pushed anything. He's just, you know, starting off the game. All right.
How do
Now
people
it's
find
clear. All
this
right,
stuff?
Yoshi, come and push A. Start pushing towards A.
No. Walkie, tell me when it gets blurry.
All right, it's blurry. Everyone stop.
Okay.
Notice how the texture changes. Look at it. It just blurs out. Where is he on the map? He is under bedroom. He is in the bedroom building. Under it, up top, it doesn't matter. It's blurry. All right, Yoshi, run back to your spawn. It's clear. So, put yourself in a player's perspective. Off the rip of the game, or even in like a 1v1. All you have to do, pre-aim this. All right, it's clear. That means he's not water building. All right, now Yoshi, come to water building. Oh,
Dude,
he's
that is
pushing A. Oh, the
unbelievable.
last guy's inside top water building. Oh,
The fact people spend that much time looking for stuff like this is actually crazy to me. But again, you know, this is their job, full-time, you know, pro players to do this. But again, that in my opinion, that's on the developers. How does that even happen?
Although the glitch was made public in October, pros may have been abusing its wall hacks in the months
What?
before. Once it was discovered and exposed by Parasite, pros generally agreed not to use it against each other, although it was never officially banned by the league. At UMG Dallas, however,
crazy,
with $20,000 on the line, the eventual champions of the tournament, Vanquish Gaming, were heavily accused of using this glitch to cheat during their run. Even in 2021, Call of Duty pros were still talking about it, expressing frustration over this issue, a problem that had cost thousands of dollars on multiple occasions during the Black Ops 2 season. As anti-cheat systems improve and ban waves keep happening, the real question is whether this is a war that can ever truly be won. As long as there's money and glory at stake, people will seek shortcuts. The story
100%, man. You guys heard it right there. As long as money is in this, in the games, in streaming, in tournaments, with no clear working anti-cheat, people are going to do these scummy things. It's actually wild to me, the amount of stuff that I just saw, because the CDL, the World Series of Warzone, the old MLG Pro days had all of these issues. It's freaking crazy. And just how do people find this stuff? I don't understand. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is cheating ever going to get fixed, or are we just screwed as a Call of Duty community where this is just going to continue to keep on happening because it's just like there's nothing we can do about it? I don't know, man. I just wish that we could take some money that we get within Call of Duty, invest it in a good anti-cheat, and just make the gaming experience better for everybody else. But who knows? I'm not the CEO of Activision. It's up to them to deal with their billions and trillions of dollars. I only have thousands. I don't make that much money like those guys. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. The fuck you doing? Peace.